I initially stated I was really excited for One World Under Doom. I say I haven't seen much done with Doctor Doom lately. Having a story where Doctor Doom takes over the world, actually really interesting, something he's wanted to do for a while. So I was really, really excited and interested in it. The thing is that Marvel announced it and then just kind of did nothing. You didn't see anything with Doom apart from him tasking Spider-Man to go and fight the Scions of Cyttorak in the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. Something that makes absolutely no sense when there are a bunch of other magic wielders that that Doom could have done, but just want to put Spider-Man in every freaking thing. So it didn't make sense, but nothing else has really happened with Doctor Doom that I have heard about since, he decided that he's going to do this. Since they announced this whole One World Under Doom. This is something that they should have built up to like over a year or two. Because what basically happens is that Doctor Doom basically tricked Doctor Strange into giving him the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme. So he's now Sorcerer Supreme and he's going to take over the world. Something that absolutely sounded really stupid to begin with and pretty much is stupid overall. It just was not making any kind of sense anyway. But now we get some information / spoilers as to what is going to happen with Doctor Doom and this whole One World Under Doom. And it really is worrying to me. Let's dive into this. Because just a bit of information coming from Bleeding Cool, right? So the upcoming One World Under Doom event comic book from Ryan North and RB Silver will see Doctor Doom in his new role as Sorcerer Supreme take over the whole world. A world under assault from war, civil unrest, and vampires walking in the sunlight. So not too far from our own. Okay, well, that's, that's saying there. But here is the problem and what it is. They're stating that the combined forces of the heroes want to band together to take down Doctor Doom and his dictatorship and all that, which would be pretty cool. It's pretty cool to say. But what exactly is Doom going to do in this dictatorial thing he's going to do? Well, let's find out. Dr. Doom's imposed dictatorial policies are free healthcare and education for the entire world. Then he defeats the Nazi legacy terrorist group Hydra and makes them build schools and hospitals. Then he makes all war illegal, and the combined army of American superheroes have to defeat him for some reason. Why again? Oh yeah, freedom or something. I mean, so you're basically saying that Doctor Doom is going to enact free healthcare and education for the entire world, defeat Hydra, and then have them build schools and hospitals, make all war illegal, and the combined army of American superheroes have to defeat him because he's helping the world. I mean, okay, we understand it's Doctor Doom. It's going to be something he has on that, all that brewing on that. But basically, this, why? What? I mean, why would Doom even, this is the problem with it. It would be one thing if Doom, as the new Sorcerer Supreme, started doing these things, using his power because he has magic, he has technology, and he's brilliant. Dr. Doom is brilliant. Understand me? His only intellectual rival, as they say, is Reed Richards, and I have been battling back and forth all of that. You understand me? But if he was doing that, and then the world leaders decided to elect him as a leader, then that's something you can put that story that he was doing this and secretly he been mind controlling people, something like that, or replacing people, so something like that. Maybe it's going to happen, but this thing starts off here doesn't really fill anybody with any sort of dread because Doctor Doom is literally helping the world and the superheroes need to defeat him because of freedom or something. Like, how does this make any kind of sense? This is really dropping the ball. I mean, you think Doom taking over the world would literally be something probably worse than, Days of Future Past or something like that. But no, there's a classic storytelling trope called the villain has a point. Prominent examples include Adrian Voight in Watchmen, Thanos in Avengers, Infinity War, Magneto since Chris Claremont started writing him, Sinestro in I Am God, the God Butcher in Thor, and many more. But it is possible that Doctor Doom in One World Under Doom may be the greatest proponent of that trope today. But he's a dictator. That's what happens. He's literally a dictator. He's going to dictate, he's going to do what he wants and stuff like that. But you're basically saying that, Dr. Doom is doing free healthcare, education, for the entire world, stopping Nazi groups, building school and hospitals, making war illegal. It would have been one thing if you said that, he's doing all these things on the surface, but something terrible is brewing underneath, or that, people are that people who were once against Doom are suddenly championing him and they're acting very straight. Maybe these people are being mind controlled or being replaced, something like that. But nothing apart from Doom becoming Sorcerer Supreme. He then went to Latveria, locked the entire nation behind some kind of dome and just did nothing. So you're wondering what's going to happen. No, but you're saying Doom takes over the world and does a really good job of it. And the heroes either take him out because of freedom or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to understand what this is supposed to do, but it's not really saying to me that this is to really stuff behind it, because they go on here. One World Under Doom, 6 months ago, Dr. Victor Von Doom became Sorcerer Supreme, then disappeared behind Latveria's closed borders. For most, there's enough going on in the world that Doom's absence is not a priority, and some time without him feels like a blessing. Only if you recognize it for what it truly was, the calm before the storm. Yeah, but again, you needed to build to this. You don't just announce, listen, Dr. Doom is going to take over the world, but you do nothing with it for literal months. You need at least a year or two to build this story up to the point that when it happens, some people are like, oh my God, this has been building for a little while, not what's going to happen, but you didn't do that. It is a storm that has now arrived. The world has woken up to a new reality. Dr. Doom, Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, has magically taken over every broadcast medium on the planet and declared himself Emperor of the world, the ruler of a new united Latveria, and shockingly, impossibly, all of Earth's leaders seem to be going along with this. Luckily, whether it's mind control or Doom bots, whatever's affecting them hasn't affected Earth's heroes, and so they quickly form a strike team to stop Doom's machinations. But will they succeed? And what happens when some begin to welcome their new emperor with open arms, clamoring for one world under Doom? Marvel's biggest and most shocking event ever begins with the rise of Emperor Doom #1. I'm just saying. I mean, like, this is something you don't really do, because if Doctor was going to take over the world, you don't just suddenly appear on TV and say, listen, I have taken over the world. I am now emperor of the entire world. We're going to do that. No, you have to literally build it. You have to show Dr. Doom is making moves here, putting things in place there. changing the bond to suit him, adjusting this here, tweaking that there. That is how you build excitement, but no. You got to the next one here. Doctor Doom has taken over the world and Earth's mightiest heroes have failed twice. First to stop him and now to overthrow him. But the Fantastic Four know Doom better than anyone, which makes them ideally suited to take on Earth's new emperor. Except for the fact that he knows them just as well. As Reed Richards, Ben Grimm, and Sue and Johnny Storm prepare to face down Doom and the United Nations, Doom pays a secret visit to speak to the only person on Earth who holds both his favor, his respect, and his love. But can Valeria Richards change her uncle's mind? And if she fails, what will stop Doom from visiting a shocking fate on the Fantastic Four that not even he can undo? So basically, that they talk about how the heroes were forming the strike team to take out Doom, and they failed twice. Not surprising, it's Doom. But you've got to build to this, man. And that didn't happen. And the fact that you're coming over here to say that Dr. Doom is actually going to be writing free healthcare and education for the entire world, stopping Hydra, forcing them to build schools and hospitals, and he makes all war illegal. So why are they attacking him? Because he's doing a good job. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's Dr. Doom and you know something is up, but you're not really selling anybody on the fact that Doom is actually doing bad. Because like we said, this whole storytelling trope I'll call the villain as a point, which doesn't work. Dr. Doom is a villain. That's what people expect from him. Yeah, the people Adrian Voight and the same he came from Watchmen, Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, which made no sense, honestly. Magneto, all of this, it just does not work. And I tell you, it got me really worried in regards to One World Under Doom. I was really looking forward to that. It was going to be an actually good story to invest in, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm really not investing too heavily in this. But I will check it out to see what's going on, but if you're telling me the worst thing Dr. Doom is doing is free healthcare and education for the entire world, and that's why you need to stop him, well, that doesn't make any kind of sense at all. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like, you should hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.